What is good, y'all? Welcome back to Cape Crusader Chris. As always, I am Cape Crusader Chris. So we had the greatest Batman news we could have possibly received just yesterday. So if you're well aware, we've been having sort of back and forth on when Matt Reeves was going to get that script over, and we have some good news. So, of course, this is being reported by Deadline. Matt Reeves completes the Batman 2 script. This is by Desi Gomez. Of course, this was reported yesterday. So Matt Reeves and Mattson Tomlin have completed the script for the Batman 2. Mattson Tomlin co-wrote, the script with Matt. More than 3 years after the Batman was in theaters. So 3 years ago, we saw that masterpiece in theaters. I remember renting out a whole theater just so I can watch that movie. Furthermore, it was announced in 2022. Since then, we've gotten season one of The Penguin. Hopefully, they do season two. Um, and James Gunn, of course, was defending Matt Reeves and him taking long. He said, and I quote, "People should get off of Matt's nuts because, let the guy write the screenplay and the amount of time he needs to write it." Gunn continued, that's just the way it is. He doesn't owe you something because you like his movies. I mean, you like his movies because of Matt, so let Matt do the way he does. Matt Reeves, thank you for completing the script. Very much am happy that I'm going to be seeing this movie officially. And of course, the does it have the release date? It's October 2027. Arrives in theaters October 1st, 2027. Um, the first one made $772 million in the box office, which is not too shabby. And I know it was early 2022, so No Way Home was December 2021. That was a massive hit, and the Batman was right after that, making 770 or 772. And it was a much longer film, a much grittier film. Movies were just getting back post pandemic or getting away from the main part of the pandemic, and I absolutely love it. Of course, like I mentioned, it was announced on Instagram by Matt Reeves. We see the script, and people zoomed in on this, and this is the Batman Part 2. That is what the official title is as of right now. Of course, that can always change. Robert Pattinson is filming the Christopher Nolan movie. No, not Christopher Nolan. What movie is he going to start filming? Oh, what's the movie? Oh, he's in Dune 3. He films that at the end of this year, or towards the summer, the end of the summer to December. And starting January 2026, they officially start cinematography, start filming, start everything for the Batman Part 2. So this is the second part that I wanted to get into. Who are going to be the villains? Of course, we've heard the report a year plus ago that there was a specific villain that was being casted, or at least their mantra before they became that villain. So I'm gonna go through three sets of villains who I would love to see in the Batman Part 2. And of course, if we get none of them and we get a whole different set of villains or whoever it may be, or we continue the Penguin story alongside the main villain, but yeah, let's not waste any more time. Let's go ahead and get into it. So the first off, Two-Face. This is from the Two-Face, I think it was 5 or 6 issue run that he had, or I think he's currently still having, over at DC All In. And the reason why Two-Face is first, one, because I think Two-Face would be absolutely amazing in this Matt Reeves rendition of the Batman, and two, like I mentioned, there was rumors. So there was a potential casting for Two-Face. I may be getting the report mixed up with the Joker Folie à Deux. Most likely I am, but right off the bat, I think Two-Face would be very interesting on how, because we saw the Riddler, who it was a very Zodiac sort of take on that character, and I can only imagine what type of take he would have on Two-Face. Off the rip, I can think of like a Ted Bundy type of take, because Ted Bundy, unconventionally, women were attracted to him. That's how he was able to lure his victims, unfortunately. And Harvey Dent, if he does that twist, I think he can twist that into the world of the Batman. And you know, when I think of this movie, it is cinematically beautiful. It's grounded, and that is the part I think Two-Face can definitely excel in, because we saw Two-Face in The Dark Knight, which was great portrayal. I dug it. So I wonder if Matt Reeves is going to take from that a little bit and do his own take. Oh, Max. Next, we have The Court of Owls. So, if you've seen Penguin season 1, then you remember this shot. The courthouse. You see Oz right here, and these little drapes look like they're owls. So people alluded to that possibly being the Court of Owls. If you want to read the Court of Owls, they have the full series, the full run, for $10 on. You could check your LCS, your local comic shops. You can check on your the retailers like Amazon, Target may have it. But I don't want to go into spoilers because the Court of Owls is such a legendary run. I wonder if that's what we're going to be doing. The Court of Owls, I think, is very much a two-film build-up. If they were to do Court of Owls, I'd rather see them in the third one, but we shall see. Next, we have, okay, of course, the courthouse, and this is my number one. This is who I would love to see as the main villain. He's been my choice since leaving the theater for Batman in 2022, and that is Mr. Freeze. If you've been reading Absolute Batman, there is an incredible take on this character. I'm not going to go into details if you're currently reading it or you want to read it. This isn't from that comic. Very, very different design in Absolute Batman. But with that being said, I think Matt Reeves can do. So let's say his version of Mr. Freeze uses like a tank, like a cylinder tank that just has like not dry ice. What is that liquid that like instantly freezes objects? Hydrogen, not dry ice. Well, dry ice is not, it's hard on the skin. Uh, Liquid nitrate. There you go. If he were to carry that and sort of have that be as his freezing technique for his victims, I think that would be so jarring to see on the big screen. I think they can definitely do something like that. So yeah, guys, that's all I have for you. Um, do you agree with my list of villains? What other villains do you want to see? Comment down below. And how hyped are you that Matt Reeves, the incredible Matt Reeves, finally finished the script for the Batman Part 2? All right, guys. So comment down below. What do you think? How excited are you? I'm sure it's a 10 out of 10. As always, guys, please like, share, and subscribe. I'm Cape Crusader Chris. Catch y'all next time. Peace.